I was under a wrong impression, though, of course, I should not blame. He gave me long back this thing. I didn't notice at all. I was thinking it will be on Saturday only. The Saturday whole day talk. So I was very happy. So today there will be nothing but coffee drinking and little chatting. And after,
You designed it more.
no, this is okay. This will be all right. And after reaching over here, after coming here, so I saw this beautiful ashram. This is, I congratulate all of you for making this beautiful ashram. Thakur is sitting under the thatched the room, but he is looking towards the field full with snow. That the old man has not seen. And he must be enjoying seeing the snow. And Ma, of course, they're enjoying this. Swamiji had an experience, but these two there must be enjoying a beautiful ashram, neat and clean. You are not only, coming and donating and serving, and at the same time trying to be a devotee. That is a unique thing, very rare actually. What is the population in the whole world? 8 million? Billion? Say 8 billion. Out of 8 billion, say all the 8 billion people are religious people. But most of them, they do not know why they are religious, why they are doing it. That is the main problem. We do something right from our childhood. Our grandparents, they take us to the temple, and then we also grow, and then just by habit we go on doing. As we are rice eater, we eat rice. The others, they are eating only other things. Just like that only we are following religion. We do not know why we are doing. And that is the reason we don't find religious people in the world. And that is a very sad aspect of religion. So those who are coming and propagating, those who are living the life, that they completely segregate themselves, they don't like to share, and they think, no, this is not the thing that we should do. This is my thing, I should not disclose. And that is the way almost all the time it has been practiced in that way. So religious people means he is in the cave, he is hiding, he'll never disclose, he'll never come out. That is the traditional way it was continuing. And Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, he broke it. Swami Vivekananda, Narendranath in those days, he asked him, what do you like to be? What do you want? He said, I like to come meditate and to go into the deep samadhi, and sometimes just to keep the body will come out, eat some food, and then again I will go into samadhi. And that is the goal of every religious mind. I like to be in samadhi. The great joy of samadhi. But the great Guru, Sri Ramakrishna, he said, fie on you. You like so selfish, like to enjoy only for yourself? I thought you will be like a banyan tree, and all birds and other people, they will come and take shelter. Higher things are also there. I will teach you that. So this is the way the whole thing changed. Hinduism became missionary the first time. Hinduism was only individual, personal, and they will never share. Even they never used to share the Guru's name. Forget about other things. They will be only individual. But from then onwards, it became a mission to go together. And we find there are other religious groups, they come together and they are practicing together, but completely different. They only tell the stories, never the philosophy. I was listening some of the talks. I'm not mentioning the name of the religion. They're going on giving the only stories. Hindus, Muslims, Christians, the talks we listen, mostly telling the stories. And people are, like the children, they are enjoying, and they are very good storyteller. They will be presenting the story in such a way that people are so happy. But stories are stories. We listen and then we forget. There is no philosophy. Unless and until there is a philosophy, philosophy helps us to understand things. And the moment I understand, I practice. When we are forcing our children to learn, it's a drudgery for them, for us also. But the moment they understand this is necessary for us to learn, that becomes a love for that thing. So we have to understand that this is not something that somebody is forcing us to do. We must do it for our own self. So this point is the very important thing. There's a philosophically, and do you know that recently, I think last May, 2022 May, we inaugurated the Home of Harmony, and then that few days before, or 1 week before, I went to this Saudi Arabia. First time in 1,500 years, the Muslims, they invited all religious people, and the place like Saudi, the heartland of the Islam, there they discussed about all religious. So we had the opportunity to speak about Hinduism and others also, the Christianity. Though some speakers, they were going on shouting the Islam is the best, that is okay. But at least they have broken the ice. That is the main thing. Swami Sri Ramakrishna, he said that you cannot close your door and see it. You have to go out and understand and embrace. All paths are leading to the same goal. Now the question is, as I was thinking, our subject is the process to become God. The best process to become God, that means we will be discussing about the practices, the path. That is very clear. But now, what are we and what is the goal? Here is the God, here is we, and there is a path. That much. Now, when we go, that why we should have to become God, the best process to become God, realize God, that is a very challenging thing. I have to go beyond all this and to become God myself. Now, why should I have to become God? Now, three things are there. Is there God? People, they ask mostly. This is a very common. Is there any God? Because we don't see them. We don't hear them. We only have to believe. Somebody will say, hey, Swamiji is telling, believe it. The young people, Swamiji said, believe. Then when they grow up, they said, my father asked me to believe. Then he will transfer the same thing to his son. My father asked me to believe, I believed and I was happy. You should also do that, believe it. So we are thinking that we are believing only. Why should we believe? Now comes the clear example. Have you noticed every being, they want three things only. This is the thing that I told over there in Saudi Arabia. And only three things. What? We don't like to die. We like to live. That's all. We like to know. We are curious. The moment we have come over here in the Saudi Arabia, I'm looking from the window and looking from the window, traveling by the car, oh, this. I like to know. And the people with beautiful dresses, I like to know about them. And third, we like to be happy. No one in this world wants to be unhappy. Everyone wants to be happy. Now, these are the three common things present in every being. Where from it has come? Where from it has come? Even an ant don't like to die. You say, hey, ant life is a useless life, I will kill you. Next life you will be a dog. Next life you will be like that. You will be one day a human being. And the ant told, no, I am happy in my ant life. Don't kill me. We also don't like to die. But why this? If you make something out of sugar, it is sweet. Maybe you are making a square or a round or whatever shape. You may give different names, but it is only sweet. And obviously, the source is sugar. Suppose that is salt, what will happen? So, we don't like to die. That means the one who has created us is eternal. That is proven. That is of course. It is not only me that don't like to die. It is each and everyone. Each and everyone. So obviously some common is there. Someone who has created us is eternal. So that is within us. We don't like to die. This is proof. Second, the one who has created us is a source of knowledge. So we also want to know. Different type of knowledges are there, varieties. And he is the source of bliss. That's why we don't want any unhappiness. We want to be happy all the time. Whatever we do, only for happiness. We like to be a doctor, not to be a doctor, but to be happy. Doctor earns a lot, though first 14 years, a lot of problem. But after that, they start earning, and then there will be a big bungalow and a car, and they earn a lot. So we have seen that. So we inspire the children, you should be a doctor, you should be an engineer, you should be this, you should be that. But that is not the goal. Goal is to be happy. After being a doctor, if I am not happy, then what is the use? There's sometimes a very popular person committing suicide. What is the use? Because we are not happy. We have to be happy. I should know how I will become happy. So these three common things, that means someone is there. Whether you call him God or Jehovah or Allah or Buddha or God, it doesn't matter. So that proves God is there. And so, is she doctor? Maybe getting the call all the time, maybe. The doctors are always busy. So this is the way we have to understand. It's called Sat Karya Bada. Sat Karya Bada. Bada means the theory. What is the theory? Sat Karya. Karya means action. Action proves the source, Sat. So what is the action? We don't like to die. What it proves? The Creator is eternal. We like to know. What it proves? Creator is a source of knowledge. So like that, we like to be happy because Creator is happy. Now these three things we have to be, suppose we get it 100%. That is called God realization. Suppose you become eternal, then naturally I'll be so happy. This person over here, you have decorated him. We don't know whether he was born in 24 December or not. It has been accepted somehow. Now after 2023 years, we are celebrating, of course, he was hungry, but we are eating cake in his name. Whatever. Don't you think that he is eternal? 2023 years he is in the minds of the people. Half of the population of the world, they are bowing down to him. The largest religion of the world. So this is the eternity. And that way, he was not having any university certificate. He was not having any social status. And he was not having any money. Nothing was there. But even then, people are worshipping him. Some people are criticizing, some people, whatever. But we cannot deny him. We cannot ignore him. Jesus means Jesus. So that is called eternity. So when we look at this, eternity is there, not the physically, but it is the name of that person. So that is the God. We will come to more technical terminologies of God, but this is the way we can try to understand. So why we should become God? Because three things that we like, fulfillment of those three things, right? And those who want, they are welcome. Those who don't, they are not. It's not necessary. Continue, whatever you, in the way you like. There's no problem. In our school days, the teacher used to say, if you like to get pass after the annual exam, then you stay in the class and study. If you don't, you like to be happy and selling tea outside the school, and then afterwards, or pulling rickshaw, go out, no problem. Everybody will be there. So, obviously, what I am going to get after practicing religion? So, obviously, you have to tell that first. It's not just a practice. It is your own interest. It is your own interest. You are going to be happy. The one lady, she used to call to me, and every day after Maharaj, how are you, Pranam Maharaj, then happens this and that, they are not good, they are not good, they are not good. Every day she used to. And sadhu should be patient. So that's why after 2 years only I started. After 2 years I started rectifying her. She was a very good lady. Then I told, Acha, last 2 years you were telling the same thing, right? But after some days you find those people are also good to you, isn't it? Yes, they are good people. Only they live in their own way, not in your way. I think that I should get up at 6 o'clock, and those who are getting up at 6 o'clock, good people. Suppose I am not getting up at 6 o'clock, that means I am a bad person. What is it? It is not like that. And this is the way you have to understand. I like to be in this way. This is my way. And that is her way, his way. There's no problem. We have to check, are they harming others? No. That's okay. They're fun-loving people, and they like to eat, they like to chat each other, then visit. All different type of temperaments are there. Then what is the problem? So if you understand this, no enmity. You understand a person. The one gentleman, he used to tell me that I am going to give you the donation, everything. But I noticed that always he says that when congregation is there, people are there. And he will say in such a way so that people will listen to that he is going to help me. Swamiji, don't worry. I am here. Anything you like, I will give you. But he never gave anything. Now, shall I be angry with him? Because he is that type. He wants to earn some name and fame. Oh, it's okay. What I did, I like to avoid this person. Because they are that type. I know, but I am not criticizing. And I know that he has grown up enough. I cannot rectify him. I am not Sri Ramakrishna. I cannot touch him and change. So he will be in his way. I have to save my skin. How? A little distance. And occasionally when I am meeting, just like the Americans, hey, how are you? Didn't see you long time. But I never wanted to see him. But anyway, but didn't see you long time. So that is the way you have to, jar sange jamon, tar sange temon. He is that type, I have to behave in that way. So I must know how to survive in this world. That is the first technique. Sri Ramakrishna is giving the training. Ma Sharadamani also. Jar Shange Jamon, Tar Shange Temon. According to the personality, you should behave accordingly. Those who love song, so you should also appreciate, oh, you Gandhar, wonderful. We don't know what is Gandhar, but he said, and they will be talking about the Gandhar, you learn about Gandhar, and that is good. And you will be so happy. One or two, the names of the players you must know. Then only younger generation will talk to you. If you are talking about some of the players and these, otherwise they won't. So this is the way. If you go and talk the philosophy, people, they won't understand and they don't like to. So ours, a very handful of people, we, from our own life's experience, we have understood there is something God. And I was listening to the devotees today, the many of the things that is happening in their life, they are surprised how it is happening. That's true. The God is constantly helping them, giving them the information. I am with you. We sometimes misunderstand. We don't understand that and don't like to accept that. Oh, it has happened like that. It's not. The God is helping you. So this is the way we are having a conviction. God is there. That is very, very important. The God is there. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, again in Bengali I should say, he said, Bishwash holo to hoye gelo. Once you think that God is there, and it is over. That's all. Then, if the God is there, why should I have to care? Because the God is there, He knows what is good for me. He will do it. So that thing we have to develop. Now God is there, and why should we realize God? Why should we have to become God? Because we want to be in that extreme point of joy, happiness, the extreme point of knowledge. And also, we never ever like to die. We like to be eternal. These are the three things. It is already within me, and I have to develop that. Another point, if we don't have those qualities already within us, we can never become God. Never become God. That same quality, if it is not there, you cannot. You cannot cook rice with some stone chips. You cannot. You need that quality of rice, then only you can. Maybe a good rice or bad rice, a hard or soft, that may be different. But rice is necessary. Those stone chips, you cannot cook rice. It is not possible. So we can become God, and Jesus proved it. Lord Buddha proved it. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna proved it. And we have so many list of people, ordinary people, they have proved it. You can become God. So that means those qualities there. So from this point, when we are convinced, yes. Now look at us. After this, from the God, now focus on us. Why we have come to the Vedanta Society, why we are donating our money, hard-earned money, for purchasing the land, developing these, and when the Swamis are coming, going and receiving them, and the Swamis, they are not very austere like me. So after getting down, when you say hello, oh, is there any Tom Horton? Tim Horton. First ask me how are you? Before that the Swami says Tim Horton is there. Now Tim Horton. Now go and purchase a cup of coffee, and then only coffee, then again something. So like that is going on. These Swamis, they are every month, they are coming, and you are so happy receiving them and bringing them, giving them everything. I saw in the room, so well thought of. Everything is there. Everything. And what you are gaining? That is the question. Suppose you are all coming over here and then you are fighting among yourselves, that, he is getting better attention from the Swami, he is getting this and he is that. He could go up to the altar, I could not go to the altar, like that. Some of the ashramas, they. Now you're losing then. So you have to be alert. I, among millions of people, have come to a very good philosophy, that's Sri Ramakrishna's philosophy. What is that philosophy? It says you have to become God. Ishwar labh manushya jivaner uddeshya. The very first thing that Sri Ramakrishna said, what is the goal of human life? Ishwar labh. You must have to become God. Labh means you have to realize God. No one said that. Everyone said, you are sinners, you are sinners. Come through me. And Sri Ramakrishna said, you should go to God, become God. And this is the person, the best person I have come. That means I am lucky enough. Anyone over here, the Indian and Bangladesh origin and Asian origins, don't you think that you are really, really lucky? Among millions and millions, you are here and comfortable life. And so I always give the example that one lady, she used to come and all the time she used to criticize her husband. Her husband is a physicist. And naturally the professor, they don't earn that much money like the software developer and all that. And there is a software developer, they come and they say, hey, how much you are earning? We are earning so much. And this person, he is a very quiet, calm, but very good person, but a physicist. And his wife will say, before me, look at this Swamiji, ki ekta poreche, kichhui boy. And what he has studied, ki ekta poreche, what subject he has studied, not earning sufficient. I told, what is it? That you should not say like that. But anyway, and that man will look and then he'll sitting. Like 2-3 times then I told her, how many sisters are you? 3. Are all here in America? No. 2 are in India. You are only here in America, right? So you came with a job or no, after marriage. That means this person brought you here. Remember it. Fine. All your sisters, they got married? Yes. Are they having their own houses? No. You are having a house, right? Because this person. Are they having car? No. Because this person. Now look at you. Still you are not satisfied. Can God make you satisfied? No. Because your thinking capacity is wrong. You should think in a positive way and become humble to God. God, you are so kind. Of 3 of us, sisters, you have chosen me, giving this comfortable life. And when I go from here, from America to India, I take all some gift, candy, something, and people will come, what have you brought from me, but from me. Of course, nowadays they don't care because everything is available. So, previously, they used to do. Now, in this way, when you are thinking, God has given us great opportunity. Look at it. And from there, at the best lot, you are thinking about God. Don't you think that you are really, really lucky? Remember, Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, anyone who has remembered and prayed to God sincerely, at least for once, will come here. That means all of us, those who are here, in the philosophy of Sri Ramakrishna, in some time in our past life maybe, we have really, really prayed to God sincerely. And I was reading the Bhagavata, and there when the Uddhava and the Krishna is going to give up his body, and everyone is dying everywhere, a chaotic situation. Then this Uddhava came and told, I like to be with you. Krishna told, that is not possible. I am leaving my body, my mission is over. You have to continue. Then he was going on asking, how can I continue without you? Because there is no religion without you. Then Krishna said, you do this, do this, do this. Then he said, Uddhava, develop your Sattva gunas. You know the three gunas are there, three qualities, Sattva, Raja and Tama. Sattva means all good qualities. Love, affection, service, and all these good qualities come to Sattva guna. Uddhava, you have to develop your Sattva gunas. Then Uddhava is asking, how I will know that I have developed my Sattva guna? The very, very practical question, very good questions. Then the Lord Krishna said, when you will love to listen my talk, the people are talking about us and you are liking it, that means Sattva guna. When you will love to visit my places, that means wherever the people are assembled and you love to go over there, Sattva guna. When you are praying for me and tears are coming out, know it for sure, Sattva guna. When you will cry seeing the suffering of people, know that you are a Sattva guna. So this way he is mentioning in the Bhagavata. It's a wonderful book, this Bhagavata, so practical. Now after reading this, and we thought, many of the things are there in us also. So we have developed our Sattva guna. There are some problems are still there, but Sattva guna is there. And now we should not go back. Since we have got this treasure, so I am not going to lose this. That should be the first thing. So that is called, the first is, you have to take a decision. And how I will take the decision? Never ever casual, very serious. Because this is the serious thing in our life. No one will be with us. When I am dying, no one will be with us. When the people are dying, they go to meet him with all the flowers. So what he is going to do with the flower? And that is the problem with him then. He cannot receive, and no, it is only the love. It is only the affection. When they see the tears in their eyes, standing all around him, is much better than the flowers. They understand love. When they're dying, they cannot talk, but they can feel. This person is crying for me, he loves me. And love is such a thing that you can break even a stone. And that is the way we have to develop love for everyone. So what is the philosophy of Sri Ramakrishna? He is having all, but the best thing in him is love and unselfishness. So those who are coming in the philosophy of Sri Ramakrishna, we have to develop these two, love and unselfishness. Now we, process and God. We are here, God is here, and inside, in between the process. Now as we know, if we are not having the God material within us, we cannot become God. Now I like to see God is a different thing. I have to become God. That means I must have to have the God qualities. Otherwise, how can I? I can go and see anything. I don't need that quality. There is an old tree, 200 years old. We go and see that. I need not to become that tree. But when I say that I like to become God, that means I should and I must have the God divine qualities with me. Now, Acha, I don't have the watch. Please tell me. Huh?
Yeah, we can give that watch here.
So, the only problem with me, if I get a microphone, I cannot stop. So, somebody had to stop me. Bah. At what time should I stop? When it's now 7? No.
7:30.
7:30. Okay. And then the tomorrow is also there.
Yes.
We'll continue. So, now I must have the divine qualities with me, right? Now, definition of a jiva. Jiva means individual soul. The Sanskrit terminology, jiva. And the Tantra say Pashu. Pashu. Tantra, according to Tantra, it is Pashu. Swami Vivekananda said, Chile Pashu. Pashu means you were an ordinary human being, selfish. Hoyacho Devata, Hoyacho Mano. That means now a considerate person, you are having your own, at the same time you are sharing with others and caring for others. Eba Devata hoite hoibe. Now you have to become God yourself. And here we come, is very important to understand the definition. Because what is God and what is me? I, an individual self, what is the definition according to Vedanta? They say, Ahamkara upohita chaitanya. Ahamkara, ego, upohita, surrounded, chaitanya, consciousness. Consciousness surrounded by ego. That is called jiva. Okay? Now what is Ishvara? What is God? Maya upohita chaitanya. Now Maya, that is surrounding the consciousness, that is called Ishvara. That means two things are common. Upohita, that means surrounded. And what is Maya? Sum total of Ahamkara. That's all. Now leave that. What is Ahamkara? Now let us analyze. I, right? Ahamkara is always I. Now what I? This body? When you say I, in the Hindi cinema if you say Ahamkara, then what is this I? This body. You were this little baby and it is growing every day. So which body you meant? Which one? The moment you are putting your finger, taking out, and second time you are putting, body changed. So which I? This body? It is changing all the time. No, it cannot be. Then mind. Mind is also changing all the time. Then how can you think of mind is constantly changing? So obviously, what is the mind? When we say I, just if you concentrate on that, it is really a folly. It is just nothing is there. The body is changing and mind is changing. Then what is this I? When we talk about, when this talk about I, this is really sometimes, after knowing this, I was wondering, oh really? There is no I at all. And because of this I, so many things happen. And you know, the more you become old, the more you remember your younger days, all comes. Then after realizing this, then I told, oh my God, I did a great mistake. You know, when we were in 5th grade or 6th grade, in the school classroom always things goes on. And then someone told something about my father. And sometimes it happened. They never knew that one boy who was sitting at my back, he was my good friend. Sometimes he said, hey, his father is like that. And I became so angry. Why you should say like this to my father? And gave him a punch. And his nose was bleeding, etc. That was a lot of problem came. So I told him, he is blaming my father. Father has nothing to do with this. If I have done something wrong, it's me. Why should, like that? Then afterwards, my father. And I became so angry. And where is my father now? Where is that friend now? Where I am now? Then all this, if you think, is just like the movie it moves. That very moment, if you can control, everything is controlled. Now one person told, we like to go and control the whole world. And he asked, he was a very good speaker. And he started inspiring people. And they all told, yes, we should rule over the world. They started war, Second World War. They killed millions and millions of people. And where are they? In a small place. And nothing remained. Only in the history book, the people they read, and the movie makers, they made a lot of movies and earned a lot of money on that. And what is the result? Millions of people, they died. And sometimes I give example of the Alexander. In Hindi they say, Jo Jeeta, wahi Sikandar. That means that's Alexander the Sikandar. That means the one who never get defeat is the Alexander, the Sikandar. What he did? Butchered people only. What is his contribution? Has he made any university, any hospital, any road, anything good for the human society? Nothing. Only used to go out from the morning till evening, he's cutting the head of the people and going. And after reaching to the border of India, the poor man, when he tried to come back, he died. And he even could not enjoy becoming a king. A great butcher of human being. And he's a great soul. And we are reading about him. Not about Jesus, not about Buddha, not about Sri Ramakrishna, but about him. So this is really, really funny. Why we don't understand what is really good. What is good? Love. So here it says, ahamkara upohita chaitanya. If you can remember this Sanskrit terminology, ahamkara upohita chaitanya. Maya upohita chaitanya. Remove the ahamkara, remove the maya, remove the word upohita, remove the upohita. What remains? Only chaitanya. Now there is a small light and the big fire. So this fire goes and mixes with the big fire. The fagot, it was burning. Now one person carry that and give it to the huge fire. The small fire becomes that huge fire. I can become Ishvara by that way. Oh, you are a sinner, you can never become a God. No, it is nothing like that. I can become. Only two things we have to remove. Now the Maya, when we analyze, comes the ego. And the ego is nothing but an unnecessary conception. Now sometimes I tell our people that you are very angry with other religious group, right? And nowadays it is increasing. And day and night they are thinking about them only. They don't think about their own God. They think about them. And by that way, at the time of death, what will happen? They will be thinking about death, and after the death they will be in their camp. Then they have to grow beard, then from there again journey, again coming here. So we have to remember, whatever you are thinking at the right moment of your death, you are going to become that. If you think about an animal, you are becoming animal. Bird, a bird. So no love, no attachment. Love for everyone, but no attachment. That's the first teaching. I should love each and everyone, serve each and everyone, help each and everyone, but no attachment at all. Because my little self should go and merge with the God. That is my goal. In between all that is coming, it is like when the water, some of the flowers here and there, they are jumping and coming together. Again they are going out. Again they are coming and mixing. It's just like that. The father, mother, husband, wife, children, friends, enemies, all they are going on changing constantly. So I am not going to play. So Maya Upohita Chaitanya. The sum total of the ego is the Maya. What the Maya is having? Only three things. What? The Maya is having Sattva, Raja and Tama Guna. The Sattva, Raja, Tama Gunas, these qualities that we are having, now I know these are the Tama Gunas. You know, in the 16th chapter, whole chapter is dedicated to tell you what is tamaguna. Why he said that? So we should be aware. And when I am reading, just going on chanting, some people, they memorize the whole 700 verses. They're good. But after that, what? I have to compare with my condition. What is the condition? Oh, these are all things that they are present in me. There is so much of dirt already there. I have to wash it, clean it. Otherwise, there is no chance for me. I have to get ready. A runner, what is the teacher is telling? See, in 1 minute you are only covering this much. You have to be more faster, more faster, more faster. And for that is controlling his food or her food. And then the dresses also, the shoe should be changed. The runner is getting ready. Mentally, psychologically, physically ready. Then they are successful. Now, similarly, we are going to go for a big run to become God. We should have to be successful. The Shankaracharya said that you have to wash your mind. Mana Shuddha Prakarana. Mana, this mind, Shuddha, purification. And Prakarana is a process. The mind purification process. And what is the mind? Now, again, by saying this, we will stop and tomorrow we'll continue. First is food is sustaining what? This body. Inside this body, there is mind. And inside that, there is consciousness. These are the three things that are there: body, mind, and consciousness. And without the consciousness, nothing can remain. Though we are not very much aware about it. Though we are taking breathing, in and out, inhaling, exhaling, oxygen, so costly. We don't know it. But when we go and we have to take some oxygen, then they will charge. This is for $100. One is $100, so many tons we have already taken. Then if somebody is, God is sending me the bill, what will happen? So this oxygen is always with us, but we are not aware of it. We are living because of that, we are not aware of it. So Chaitanya, the consciousness is there, we are not aware of it. And each and every one is the conscious. Now, I am conscious and I am the Chaitanya, how I will know? So Hinduism, always you have to prove. Just, hey, you have to believe, nothing like that. Hinduism means always they will prove it. How they will prove? I am conscious. How? Because I can see, I can talk, I can hear. What are the things happening? Three things: body and mind and that consciousness active. And second, when I go to sleep, what happens? First I forget the body. When I go to sleep, the first thing that I must have to forget is my own body. And if you remember, oh, my leg, that means you are not sleeping. If you are remembering your hand, you are remembering your leg, and that means you are not sleeping actually. And then when you are completely forgetful about your body, then you go to another world without your body, another world, that is dream world. And there you are also talking, you are also hearing, you are also running, you are also sitting. Each and every action that you do with your body, that you are doing without your body. Without body, that means, that proves that without body there is another world is there. So obviously, after death, where people go, where they will go? They are roaming here only. Where they will go? Only body they have left. You have burned the body, what they will do? They will walk over here. Don't be afraid, they are not going to come to you. Now, Now this is the way if we think, that means without the body there is another life, and it is proven in our dream. One thing. Now third stage, without the dream also we survive. That is called dreamless sleep. My body is absent and my mind is absent. Why? Because I am not dreaming, but I am there. I am there. And when I come back, each and every one till today, right from the beginning of the human society till today, when people come back from the deep sleep, that means dreamless sleep, they always report it, which is so joyful. I am feeling fresh like a flower after the sleep. Why? Because that life without the body, without the mind, that portion is joyful, is proven. And what is that portion? Consciousness. The consciousness was there, and it was your consciousness without you. And when it comes back again we get up and we immediately forget, hey, where is my paste, where is my toothpaste? But we all forget. But if you stop and see, hey, what happened to me? Who was there without me? That is called consciousness. So this is the proof. You cannot doubt about it. So without the body, without the mind, you are there. Now if you can just practice it, sitting before in the shrine, that is called meditation. What you practice on your bed, first forget the body. Practice over here in a meditation, first forget the body. If you can forget the body, then you go to the mind. In the mind you see the God is sitting within your heart, and you are feeding the God, you are caring the God, you are garlanding the God. Dream, imagination, but you have forgotten your whole body. That's why they say you must see your God, your Ishta Devata, sitting within you, facing towards that way where you are facing. That means I am facing this, my God should be like this. In our training center, sometimes brahmacharis, they used to do like this. Hey, the Swamis, they will say, why you are meditating like this? No, I like to see my God here. No, you not do. Imagine, you don't. How can you see like that? And sometimes they will be doing like this in meditation. No, why you are like this? No, I am balancing. God is. No. You don't know. So many things happen. Then one of our Swami at the Brahmachari, he was my friend, he used to sit before me, always leaning towards. I say, what is it? No, I am balancing my God. And God is, you need not to balance. And then like that. But you have to forget your body in meditation. In sleep you have to forget your body. In meditation you have to forget your body. And if you cannot forget your body, no chance. No chance of meditation. And you can go and spend thousands of dollars in different practices. No, it is not possible. First you have to forget your body. And then you have to enter into that dream. The God is sitting, and God is sitting here, sitting here, sitting here, sitting here. The beautiful temples. Where is body? Where is this flesh, these bones? The beautiful temples. The 7 layers of temples. Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahata, it goes on. Sahasrara, 7 temples. And that is exactly the temple they built in Kashmir. That, what is called milk. Shir Bhavan. There was 7 the temple. That means in our body, the 7 from the Muladhara to Sahasrara. That is the temple. Oh, I am standing before the huge temple. There are so many gods and goddesses within me. You don't see the bones, you don't see the marrows, you see the gods and goddesses. in imagination, in your dream. And that is the meditation. Then slowly you concentrate on your Ishta Devata. That's why Guru is necessary. Why? The Guru will say, hey, don't go here and there. There are so many gods in there. Only concentrate on your heart. Who is the God sitting there? I will give the name of the God. Place him there, concentrate over there, merge with him. So you get the Guru and the God, and you forget all others, then only concentrating on the God sitting in your heart, you are worshipping him, feeding him, and then doing the arati and asking, Khandana Bhava Bandhana. Oh God, please cut asunder, break asunder my bondages. And then the God's grace, suddenly you get all the light. And inside that you see nothing, no God, no you, no world, only the light is there. And then light also vanishes. Only the feeling of joy, tremendous joy there. No light, nothing remains but joy. In the sleep, after the deep sleep, after the dreamless sleep, joy. After the deep meditation, joy. Almost the same. Every day we practice meditation in sleep, but without knowing. So when we are getting up, we are same old John. That is the problem. But through meditation, if you come back, you are Buddha. Bas, that's all. The moment you are coming back through the meditation, then no more Gautama, you are Buddha. And all knowledge is within you. All happiness is within you. All freedom is within you. So that is the ultimate God realization. So we have to control our mind. Who will do? I. What I am going to do? Purify my mind. So if there is a machine that I go and give my mind into that, and after $10 mind comes back fresh, then no, there is no chance. We can wash our clothes. We can wash our car, but not the mind. And no one can help, not even the mother, not even the father, not even the guru. It is you must have to do that. And that is the problem. That's why one drunkard was there, and he told Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, I cannot do that. So Ramakrishna told, only morning only you take little name of God. The morning, I don't know when is morning. So I get up at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, that is my morning. And immediately after that I have to rush because I am a stage maker and all, a program will start in the evening. And then evening means date night. After all the drama and everything, I have to close everything and come back. And that is the time I take little relax and drink. So when is the time to take the name of God? Then Sri Ramakrishna told, okay, then you give me the power of attorney. And he gave the power of attorney. But the power of attorney means you cannot do anything. All that will be depending on him. That is so difficult. So we have to wash our mind. Manashuddha prakarana. You have to purify our mind. It is so simple. Religion is so simple. Unnecessarily we blame God. What God will do? Well, what is it? Why unnecessarily you are blaming me? You understand and come. That's all. I have given you every opportunity. I have sent you the great teachers. I have given them full knowledge, the Veda. And now you have to come. And you know the best way? That is the way of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. Why? Because it's a combination of everything. In one only, if it is not shooting with you, then it is a great problem. And sometimes when we were young in the colleges, the schools, the NCC, National Cadet Corps, on those days, and they will be issuing the shoe. Same shoe, it is not fitting with my. No, you have to. How can I? Because either I have to cut my finger or. then most of the, it is a small size, they have allotted, and what to do with that you cannot run. So sometimes the people used to cut the front side. So the fingers are out. Then by that, and then by India everything chalta hai. So by that way you have to. But here you have to do like this. Some they will say, you must practice this way, otherwise I will kill you. But Hinduism, this is the wonderful thing, freedom. At this moment, I am not accepting God. And this is the time, this is a free time for me. I may come back or may not, that depends on me, but I am happy. Then they will say, okay, no problem, continue. And some will say, no, I like to love God because it's so wonderful. And I will carry my God in my hand. And the airport authority will be in trouble. Why you are carrying God? And how you can take the God? Because if you put the God into that machine, no, God cannot go. The little baby God, the whole airport authorities are in problem. How to save the God? Now that type of emotion. God, why you are carrying unnecessarily? No, without me God cannot. Then why you are traveling? Be one place. No, I like to see this place also. So, there's a trouble. One lady came to our ashram. She is carrying the baby Krishna. Oh, the great problem. Do you have Ganga water? You should have brought the Ganga water. Why? Anyway, I said, how you came over here? His husband was telling, Maharaj, don't tell. Every time we are passing through the airport, oh, there is a great hustle. And I have to go and narrate the whole, this is God, but child God. The airport authority don't understand, no, the security. And it is a child God. And the moment they are putting it in, they are making sound. And what is metal? So none of this child God is not harmful at all. And that love is good. But with that love, little understanding. By that way, I am creating problem for so many people. Are they not gods? They are on duty. The airport people constantly standing, constantly alert. They are also human beings. And I am giving trouble to them? Oh, that is not. They are living gods. And I am carrying a little small God and creating the living gods in problem. And they cannot allow like that. It is a security. So obviously, we have to understand that. So I can keep my God over here, and God is eating so many places, all they are offering food. God will take food. I will tell, please take food over there nowadays. I am also going to visit America. After returning back, again I will worship. That is okay. We create problem for people and we think we are devotee. No, be very alert. So for each and every step you are alert, then you are God conscious. And that is called apramatya. Bhagavan Buddha, the Lord Buddha said, apramatya bhava. Pramatya means advertent, inadvertent. And sometimes we are not careful, doing this thing and that thing, creating problem for others. In our country, people are so religious. Early morning, 3:30, they will start the song, the Anup Jalota song, 3:30. He is sleeping because he is inside the room, but microphone is outside. He makes... they are really, really sinners. They don't understand. Tomorrow, we will discuss about that. The action that you do, all that effect comes. When you are creating anxiety in the minds of people, when you are creating problem for the people, whom you are actually giving the suffering? God. I conclude with that. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna was sitting on the Ganga, on the steps that leads to the Ganga in Dakshineshwar. He was on the bank. Inside the river, on a boat to the fishermen. They were debating, maybe they were angry. The one person gave a strong slap on the back of another person. It came on the body of the Sri Ramakrishna. People saw the 5 fingers mark on his person. It is God everywhere. Why Sri Ramakrishna showed it to us? Just a story? No. If you are giving trouble to anyone, that reaches God. That's why they say, never ever give trouble to the women and children, because they are defenseless. At least someone who can defend, that is, we can understand. Defenseless. So you should not. And that is coming on the back of the Sri Ramakrishna. That means each and every place is nothing but that God. So when we are going to realize God, who is that God? And who is going to realize? Now tomorrow we will discuss how to reach over there. But one thing is, we have to purify our mind. We have to wash our mind. How to wash the mind? Tomorrow. So let us say Shanti 3 times and we conclude. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Panamastu. If you have any question, you can ask for some time.
So, Swamiji, I have a bit confusion in my mind.
Yeah.
After your explanation of Sushupti
Yeah.
and the meditation,
Mm.
the deep sleep of Sushupti, the consciousness is not alert, so or Ajnana Avastha. There is Ajnana associated with conscious that time. But in meditation, we are alert. So there is a difference or no difference?
Of course, difference. So that is why they say, otherwise every day we would have been the liberation. Every day we are going over there. Because we are not alert that we are consciousness, we are going to that consciousness, reaching to that consciousness. But Ajnana, we don't understand. Again we come back. The one person, he used to go to collect the what's called coal. He actually collected a lot of lump of gold, but he was not aware of that. And so he collected the coal and along with that the gold also, but only if he knew, he would have been millionaire. But the poor soul took that and sold it, and he remained as poor as that. But the person who purchased, he became a millionaire. So from the Ajnana, because of the Ajnana, because of the ignorance about the consciousness, we are coming back every day, that same old Tom, Jerry. So what to do? But in consciousness, that when you are meditating, we are reaching there conscious. I am going to reach over there. The first I am forgetting the body, second I am forgetting the mind, and third I am merging with the consciousness. That's why I was telling, and that is a feeling of happiness, joy. And how we will understand the consciousness? They say Sat Chit Anand, right? Sat means eternal. We don't like to die. Chit means knowledge. I like to learn. I like to know. And Ananda means the bliss. So that Ananda never depends on anything, any object. It comes from within. So that is the happiness. So that is there. A very good question. Yeah.
Swamiji mentioned that inadvertently we cause discomfort and irritate other people, cause in other people. So if we do that, what would be the prayaschitta for that?
The moment you know, I have made those mistake, just take a resolution. I am not going to repeat that. That's all. You need not to go and take the cow dung and all that. No question. The only take the decision, Father, I made the mistake, and I am sorry for that. I won't repeat it. That's all. That will be sufficient. And when you are, that's called change. The mind is changing. The moment the mind is changing, everything is changing.
Can you pray something like, can you make my mind such that I do not do this again? Can that be a valid prayer?
Yeah. Every day, if you are asking God that, God, I made that mistake, but I am so weak. Though I am taking the resolution, maybe I'll make the mistake. So please forgive me. You know, when we take the sannyasa, the complete giving away the ego. That means no I at all. But I is there. Then they will write an article and they'll say, have you read my article? Why not? Then the I is always there. Then after the lecture, they will say, how many people are seeing? Why they are not seeing? Hey, I give the lecture. I is always there. And that is why, you know, that when you are taking the oath, we say, Yatha Sadhyam Yatishe. Yatha Sadhyam, as maximum possible, I will do. So if you give the word, you have to keep. So that's why they say, I don't know, I will try my best. Yatha Sadhyam Yatishe. But the Guru used to say, Yatha Sadhyam means what? 100% you should try. Yatha Sadhyam means, no, 100% you should have to try. This is for your good, eternal good. Why don't you understand that? This is, but you know, all depends on our past karma also. The past karma, they will never leave. If you have done good karma, all good things will come. The bad karma, they will pull you back. That's why you have to go on taking the name of God. So when Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, those who are devotee, what is devotee? Love God. And constantly talking with God, praying to God. Then naturally God will take compassion on them. And God is the only decisive person. No? He is taking, you have to go here, you have to go there. You say, okay, that boy is good. So they'll be all right. Sri Ramakrishna Dev said, if you pray to God constantly, remember Him constantly, all your past karma will also be forgiven. That is also possible. Yes.
Swamiji, you gave us a very good sweet example of a little boy who was in the 5th grade, So that he was a little boy, of course. But as an adult in our life, if someone, and without, in order to leave ahankar, that is the, you want to go towards there, leave the egoism and all, someone has disrespected our father or any relative of ours. So would you say that if you reprimand him gently, would that be meaning I'm still being ahankari then?
No. Not that. Obviously we have to do that. Otherwise we won't be the human being. So obviously that you must have to go and protest. No, you cannot do like that. That is called swadharma. The sadharma is also there. Swami Vivekananda, when he was traveling, then they were going on talking about the sannyasa and the Hindu dharma and all that, criticizing. He was quietly listening. This type of thing they say. Then they were criticizing India. Then he went and caught hold of him and said, one more word, I will throw you overboard. And he was a wrestler, so obviously, and boxer, Swamiji, 5 feet and 5.8 was his height. So obviously they were afraid and they stopped. So sometimes you have to show your eyes. Now you cannot do like that. That is, of course, you should do. That is sadharma.
So if you understand if it's my dharma, it is my, it's the dharma.
But when you are showing that, you are not truly hurting or hating. That is also, dharma means this is the problem. The problem is you have to, showing like that, that's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said you should hiss, but you should not bite. That is the way you have to survive. Otherwise, everybody will come and will walk on you. No, you can survive like that. In Hindi, they say, "Main kya mandir ka ghanta hu?" Do you understand Hindi? So then everybody goes and tang. What is it? Everybody's. Then there will be, if you have not developed your personality, anyone will come and then criticize you and do harm to you, and you are not a jellyfish existence. No, I have the personality. No one can cross the border that far and no farther. That personality should be there. So dharma means Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself is inspiring his disciple Yudhishthira to tell lies. But that is dharma. Why? Because at that very moment, one lie can save millions' life, hundreds of thousands of lives. And Yudhishthira was doubtful. Even the word of God, when the God is asking him, he was thinking, but it is not good. So like that. Yesterday I was listening one Hindi speaker, he was telling that when Yudhishthira was doubtful that he will go and tell the lies, Krishna understood that he won't say that and he will tell the truth. It is not your son, it is the elephant by name, same name. So you people should go and blow your conches and beat the drum. But it is not there. We explain in that way somehow to cover up that. But Yudhishthira, some they say that actually he soliloquized. He said that loudly, Ashwathama Hata. Ashwathama is dead. Ashwathama was the name of his son. And he loved his son so much, immediately he stopped fighting. So, Ashwathama Hata. And then soliloquized, Iti Gaja. And this person was telling they beat the drum. Where from he learned, I don't know. And he's like me, adding something. No problem. So this is the way it goes. Any other question? In dream.
There's light. What is that light through which you are able to see the dream? Is that consciousness too?
In dream, there is a light.
That's how we are able to see the dream.
Yeah.
So
But
light consciousness?
that is a life that you see. Everything is nothing but consciousness. Everything, even that. Without consciousness, you cannot talk, you cannot move, even in dream. Consciousness is present, is there. Always, every time. Of course. But let me ask you a question. Now we always say Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And you should not answer.
There's another question here, that's why I was waiting for others to finish.
Oh, there is online question.
Online question?
Person, a lady is there.
Okay.
So shall I read it out?
Yeah.
So this question is from Dr. Esha Raichodhuri, and she says, Shastranta Pranam for Revered Maharaj. We are truly privileged to have your presence in this wonderful auspicious time. The question is, why did God create ego for all us humans living within a society? Does it not seem necessary to interact with others as a separate unique being?
Now, when I meet God, I will ask him why you have created the ego. So that is actually the God's will. No one can ask question. Now, there was nothing but God, the consciousness. In the two different ways, they say the same story. Vedanta will say there was nothing but consciousness all pervading. Then in that consciousness, as if a wave came which say, Ekaham bahushyamavihi. I am alone. Eka aham. I am alone. Bahushyamavihi. I like to be many. Now, if you ask why he thought like that, no, that cannot be. That is called ati prasna, the question that you are not supposed to ask. So that is the, you cannot. How will you know that? He just said, and the moment he said that, whole creation came. Not that 1 day, 2 days, not like that. That is Vedanta. And Dvaita, they say everything was nothing but Vishnu. And what is that Vishnu? Apa, that water. Everywhere water was there. Then there's no form at all. Then the Vishnu thought, I am all alone. Let me create this world. That is consciousness thought and the Vishnu thought. What is the meaning of the word Vishnu? Vistareti Vishnu. Vistara. Everywhere, same Vishnu. As because we cannot conceive anything without form, so Vishnu took that form. And where he is lying? On a snake. Snake is not a good place to lie. Actually, he is on meditation. The snake is the symbol of meditation. And why on water? Water is the symbol of formlessness. The Hinduism is all symbolic. The formless took the form, became Vishnu. And then he thought, let me create. And for the creation, he made another person, agent. That is Brahma. And from his navel, the Brahma came out. And there, Brahma was having 4 heads. Why? 4 Veda. And 4 Veda, and his color is red and white. And why? Because white is the symbol of sattva, knowledge, and red is raja. If there is no raja, there is no action. The sattva guni cannot act. It is rajaguni only they do. So these are all symbolic. But creation came. The Brahma, he started creating. In the beginning, it was all right. I will tell you some of the stories from the Bhagavata tomorrow. In the beginning, it was all right when he was meditating and creating. First created the rishis. They came and then created means mind born. Let it be this, let it be that, and like that. And that is called Satya Yuga. Everybody was so good, so happy. But no one was creating. Brahma told, hey, what happened? Lord asked me to create you people. You should go marry and you should make the population. They said, that is not possible. Then Brahma thought, what is the problem? I am creating and they are not listening to me. Then he meditated again. He found the production defect. What is the production defect? He created out of himself and he never detached himself from there. So there is no ego. When there is no ego, why they should act? They are also like the Brahma, they were meditating. And you have to create the ego to separate. The baby will never leave the mother, constantly with the mother. Moment the ego comes, 5 years or 6 years, no, I won't go, I will go there. Now previously, baby used to run at the back of the mother, now mother is running at the back. Look at it. The more the ego comes up, then he becomes a 25 years young man and he will tell his mother, sit down over here, I am coming. And the more they grow, because the ego. And Brahma also created without creating ego. So everybody is going and meditating, including Narada. When he became very angry, Narada, I am asking you to marry. Narada told, no, that is not possible. I am not going to be bound by this world. So he cursed him, then Narada. They're like this. Then he meditated and found, This is the problem. I have not separated them. He separated them. Prajapati came. And the Prajapati means kings, the rulers. Praja means subjects, Pati, master. And the moment they were created, they came and bowed down and say, Father, ask us what to do. Brahma was so happy. Brahma was happy. Okay, go and then do this generation. And Prajapati, Swayambhu, Manu, they started. So same story of the creation. And Brahma from his body only, all these hairs were falling and they became all these trees and like this. Then suddenly from his feet also Tamaguni, because he was mixing sattva then with a little raja, and in the moment he mixed the raja, Ravana came. He was a very intelligent person, he was a righteous person, but egoistic person. Then the Ravana, then the others, like that, all this, they started coming. Brahma became afraid and he told the Vishnu, Sir, I think I have made a mistake because you gave me Sattva, Raja, Tama, but you didn't ask me how the proportion should be. In the beginning it was all Sattva, now it is mixed up Sattva and Raja, but the moment I mix the Tama, I cannot control them. They don't listen to me at all. The Tama people are not listening to, but rather they are trying to kill Brahma himself. Hey, what is it? What I should do? Then he said, don't worry, I will take the human form and go and I will manage. This should be the creation. First one will be the very good, that is the Satya Yuga, then Dwapara Yuga, where the remnants of Satya Yuga is still there, say 25%, 30% good, 70% bad, like that. Rama came, not much of trouble, only one group was bad, Rakshasas, others were all right, and by that. But when the Krishna came, then all these Tamagunis came. It was a great difficulty for the Krishna. And afterwards, when the Krishna left, entered this our Kali Yuga. And Krishna's grandson, he was the king. He found the people are behaving very peculiarly. They are telling lies, they are beating the women, they are leaving the children, they are making them orphans. That was absurd. How can people do like that? So he was inquiring. Then he met a person that he was in the form of a king. The dress was like a king, but he was beating a cow and a bull. Then, hey, what happened to you? Who are you? Kings are supposed to protect. And being a king, you are torturing. I am Kali. That is my way. I torture everyone. I'll be the ruler, but I will torture my own people. Look at all this. The rulers are torturing their own people. So that is the reason Kali Yuga. Then he took out the sword and wanted to kill the Kali. Kali told, no, you cannot do that. The system is this. It is now my turn. Why you are killing me? But he should know, I will kill you because you are creating problem. He said, okay, let us come to a term. As long as you are ruling, I won't be much active. But you have to give me some place where I will stay. Because that is the role the Lord has asked me to play. I have to do that. Then he said, okay, where people tell lies, you can live there. Where people are playing gambling, you can live there. Where people are doing bad things like drinking and other things, you can live there. Now that you see all over the world the falsehood, because the Kali is present everywhere. Not that the Kali can touch everyone. Those who are with the God, Kali won't do anything to them. And we are free from the Kali. So that's why Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna said, Satya Katha, Satya Bachan, That is the Satya, the Kali Tapasya. That is the austerity for the Kali Yuga. So that is the way we have to understand. And we are, I always feel proud that we are the usherers of Satya Yuga. The day Sri Ramakrishna advented, the Lord became Sri Ramakrishna, Satya Yuga started again. The Kali Yuga, slowly, it will take some few thousand years. But again the Satya Yuga is going to come, and we are the usherers. And the first thing going with the Satya Yuga. We feel proud like that. Don't tell lies. But Hindus, they allow to tell lies 5 times. You know why? They 5 times you can tell lies. And if you say don't tell lies, it is impossible. So 5 options are there. At the time of daughter's marriage, father can tell lies. Otherwise, difficult, no? Somebody will cook and they'll say, my daughter has cooked. Like that only, the father can tell lies at the time of marriage. And when you are facing the death, somebody is trying to kill you, you are allowed to tell lies. That time, no, Satya Valitachi, I don't know, you will be dying. So that's why you should tell the lies that time. Then this is second. Third, the husband and wife, when they are making sometimes jokes, and they are allowed to tell lies between themselves. So,
That is very dangerous.
so that sometimes is all they make the fun, and that is essential. The husband and wife, they should make fun between them, should be friendly, pulling legs, and by that way they actually come very close to each other. And when the husband and wife is together, they are close to each other, understand each other, society becomes happy. It is not that only that husband and wife, they are the very important part of the society. Society is the will, but these wills are standing on individual couples, husband and wife, father and mother. This is really, really important, very important. Then after the marriage, when they come to take the blessings, I will say, now you are not a girl and you are not a boy. You are a wife and he is a husband. Husband has these duties and wife has these duties. You have to understand each other. And for that, you should have sometimes making jokes and fun. Otherwise, all tension, it is only like it will be like an official living. No, it is not like that. It should be very, very funny way. Like the children when they are growing up, brothers and sisters, they all the time quarreling and funning and then playing. That by that way it should be. Because that too, husband and wife, they are making the human society. Their joy, their faith, their the growing up, human will come. Human is not an ordinary thing. The human will become God again someday. Anyway, so this is, so tomorrow again we will meet 6:30. Bah. Good, very good.
We'll have the vesper service.
Yeah, good, very good. Oh, that is very good. So, Acha, I was about to ask you that question. What is that? Why 3 Shanti? Acha, how many of you know? Raise hand. Then you don't tell. Don't tell.
When you say something 3 times, you affirm it, kind of. It's like Thakur used to say everything 3 times if he wanted to like affirm it.
No.
I do not know what that is.
Can I guess more at something?
Huh?
Can I guess something?
Yes.
Is it we are trying to satisfy Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar?
Almost like that. But the trouble comes from 3 places. Know it for sure, whatever the Hinduism introduced in the society, there's a system is there. Otherwise they will never do that. Present day, there is all mixed up. But previously, They used to have that knowledge and then they incorporate it in such a nice way, even the ordinary people will also learn that. Three different ways trouble comes. First, from the nature. Nothing is there, suddenly volcano, suddenly earthquake, suddenly these. So you have to tell the nature, Shanti, please have mercy on me and let me live in peacefully. Then beings all around me, maybe the human being, maybe animals, maybe reptiles. You have to pray to God, Shanti. Please, I have to live with you, but I'll have to live happily, friendly way with you. So you have to say. Third is your own body and mind. Just for little thing, whole life goes. Because the mind very peculiarly ways and thinks and works. So you have to pray to God, I should have a nice, calm mind so that I can understand things and take decision properly. So Shanti, if you take the finger like this, Shanti is the nature, and then Shanti, all around being, and then Shanti.
Five times we have
You told only 3 times.
3 times, yeah, 2 or 2.
Two more about the when you are in danger, then you can tell the lies. When you are in the marriage, that's one, and then the husband wife, and other 2 are there. That is also to save your family. So that is also there. I have forgotten those 2 too, the 5 times. But today you are carrying with you that I can become God. Because I am also having the same quality as God is having. So naturally, I am also conscious, God is also conscious. But I am a little and is bigger. But
what if Swami, I want to become God is a little over ambitious, I just want to be a servant of God?
no, not ambitious. That is the truth only. And that is no other way but I have to become God. There is no other way.
So Naham, Tuhu, Thakur.
That is Naham, Tuhu, that is ego free. The moment you are free from the ego, that is the clearance of the mind. Na? When you are washing the mind, what the mind says, I. Then you have to say, hey, no I. It is God, it is thou. So you are actually in the machine and cleaning your mind, and you have to take it out like that. But without God, what happens? They say, well, there are 5 different stages you can go. You can go near to God, you can see God and talk to Him, and you can become like God in the physically, like that. Shalukko, Shayujjo, Sharuppo, Shasti, like this. But again, God is separate and you are separate, there will be pain. Like the Radha, she used to cry all through her life. Why? The Radha is to love Krishna, Krishna is to love. But the God has other duties also. So God is going away and Radha is crying that God is not loving me. It is not like that. So this is the way we have to understand. There is 2 means always difference, even between God and devotee. So ultimate thing, becoming one.
Viji, when you say become God, you mean the Chaitanya but without the mind. Am I understanding?
This human mind, no.
Yeah.
Chaitanya, that is consciousness, you understand everything. That mind, that's why Bhagavan said, Sri Ramakrishna said, you can see God with not through these eyes, but with divine eyes. So that divine eyes means the understanding, and then you can see clearly. Now, an example, when the little girl, they are playing with dolls, another girl comes from outside. When she sees that, she will feel jealous. Oh, this is a beautiful doll she is having, I am not having, I want that, I want that. But when you come, You don't care about what the dolls they are playing. Hey, where is your father? You go to that. Why? Because you have experienced by that time they are only dolls. So through experience only, if you are coming up, then you will understand this. Not that there will be no world, there will be world. After the God realization, sometimes we think there will be nothing will be there, nothing like that. Everything will be there. Only your understanding will completely change. Compassion will be there, love will be there. And that's why the Jesus said, Father, they do not know what they do. Forgive them. Can you imagine? They were nailing him, and in that excruciating pain, he could say that. That is a change of mind. Love for that. When I was a brahmachari, I was traveling from one place to another in a bus. And the bus was generating from there itself, so I came and sat. And when the local people came, the office goers, after the office they came, it became crowded. You know the Calcutta buses, the full. And some people, when they saw that I am sitting, because I finished my work, I came and sat. They came, they didn't get the seat, and they looked at me. I was in a white dress and with a shika, and they were telling, one was telling the other, they're all American spies. They are all CIA agent. You have to remember, that was the communist time of West Bengal. So people, they used to think in that way. Common people. I was humble, I'm sitting like that, but they were going on criticizing me. They're all CIA. I don't know what is CIA and why America. And anyway, they are going on telling like that. I didn't feel anger ever. So I was a boxer, I used to practice boxing in my school and college life. But I never felt the anger. By that time, 3-4 years passed, I practiced meditation, I learned this, thought changed. And I was looking at that man, I was thinking, see, he's so humble person. He cannot talk to his boss. And in the houses, maybe he cannot talk to anything to his wife. Maybe everywhere he is praised. Now seeing me as a brahmachari dress, and seeing me in that condition, he thought this is a person who will never react. So he is showing like that. Truly, I didn't react at all. When sometimes some people, they criticize, I don't feel anger at all. I don't know whether it is God realization or what, but at least for all these years practices, idea has changed. And the people previously I used to think that they are enemies, they are bad, nothing like that. According to the situation, it happens like this way. So that is experience only. The more you grow, the more experiences, and only thing that leaves is love and compassion for everyone. And that love can come when you are completely unselfish. Otherwise, if you think there's my benefit, then it is difficult.